All right, Palace fans, we are live for the Match Reactions show. I am your host, Taryn, along with our other co-host, P. But P has some specific words from a sponsor that he wants to get out really quickly.
So, support for this match report reaction show was brought to us by Manscaped, who's the best in men's below the waist grooming champion of the world. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. I like that. Manscaped just launched their fourth generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0, all across Europe, and I have one here in the US. You heard it right, the 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer to you: 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code BOTN. Again, that's BOTN. So I'm one of the first people to get the new 4.0, and actually, I have a box which I'm going to open. It is right here. I got it this week. As it says here, your balls will thank you, whatever that means. So here's the new 4.0, freshly packed. I haven't taken out yet. We have inside the Crop Reviver. I'm get it on camera right here. Crop Reviver and the Crop Preserver right here.
There we go.
And there are some additional little accessories in this bag here. So, Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. The fourth generation trimmer, which I just showed you, features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. I now feel confident shaving my boys, as it were. The Lawnmower 4.0 even allows you to customize your trim through additional guard lengths with sizes of 1 to 4. Did I mention wireless charging? So again, this here has a wireless charging system using electromagnetic induction, which can help battery length last longer. So again, get 20% off shipping and 20% off, and free shipping with the code BOTN at manscaped.com. Again, that's BOTN at manscaped.com. Your balls, as it says.
Well,
thank you. And that's it. Thank you, Manscaped. Appreciate the sponsorship.
Hey, shout out to Manscaped, our sponsor for the show. I actually have a 2.0. So, Manscaped, you get at your boy.
Exactly.
Holla at me. I like the wireless. You know what I'm saying? We can big up you however you want to. You know what I'm saying? Put one of those in the mail for your boy. But yeah.
The match
2-2 Palace to Arsenal away at Arsenal. You want to talk about the good or you want to talk about the bad first, Pat?
Talk about the good.
Okay, so give me your good.
The good today was the goal by Benteke and the play by Benteke in general. I thought Benteke played well. Edouard's goal, fantastic. Love the way he played.
Yeah,
Tariq Mitchell was fantastic today. I thought Mitchell, as always, has been very, very good. Olise comes on and has an assist. I mean, what else is new? Immediately. And as you said before we started, we got a point against Arsenal away without Wilf Zaha, which has to be a positive. Has to be a positive.
A point away, and we scored 2 goals.
And we scored 2 goals. Without Wilf, I believe was sick, coming back from Ivory Coast duty. Hopefully he gets well soon. But yeah, I mean, get any points we get without Wilf. But then there's the bad.
Yeah.
And for me, the bad was the beginning of the match was very, very choppy, I thought. And I understand that. You know, we started Edouard, Ayew, and Benteke up front. Never done that before. So we didn't have the width. So I was a little concerned about that. We got a lot of attacking flair from Mitchell down the left, but not a lot from the right. Ward hardly passed the halfway line. And I understand that. I mean, you know, probably a little hesitant with Saka on that side, etc. We get the 2-1 lead, and everything's golden. And then again, and I love Vieira. So it's not a criticism. It's really a comment. I tweeted out at the time. I thought the subs were not good subs. I thought Tompkins coming on invited us to go 5 in the back. They had Tompkins, Guehi, Anderson. I understood that with Mitchell and Ward. But we lost impetus in midfield by taking him. And I get it. But then Tompkins not a great passer of the ball. So we invite a lot of pressure. And then obviously before they took out Kouyaté, for Luka. People would say like for like, but as much as you want to criticize Luka, Kouyaté is a much worse passer than Luka is. He gives the ball away a lot. And as you're going to come on to, he gave the ball away a lot, even for that at the end for that tying goal. So again, I love Vieira, and I know what we're trying to do. I understand we're up 2-1. You're trying to, but the subs, man, kept running down on this too much pressure. I mean, we got lucky because Tini hit the crossbar, and that should have been a goal.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I want to go back. You said before the match starts, 2-2 away to Arsenal. I take it every time.
Mm-hmm.
But as the match progressed, that's 2 more points lost. It hurts me more than Brighton right now. It really does, because we had that such a great comeback and to play so well,
mm-hmm.
and to give it a goal like that. And just enough, you notice at the end on that corner kick, when Pepe puts it back in, Tompkins and Ward jumped for the same ball to head it.
Same ball.
And where did it go? It went right to, I think it was Ben White. It was Ben White. Shoots it in with deflection, blah, 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 chaos, and then Lacazette scores. So if you're going to bring on Tompkins to do something, clear the bloody ball. So, but again, I'm not upset. I'm disappointed big time.
Yeah.
And opportunity lost.
I think disappointment is the feeling, for sure. For me, I preface my pros and my cons by saying I think that this type of result especially from the games that we've seen, I think now this is our 5th tie of the season.
Right.
We're talking about now 5 ties, 2 losses and a win.
And a win, right. But actually, like I think you might. It actually, 5. We have 8 points now, right? Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly.
So I think after this game, the fan base is going to be separated. Glass half empty,
right?
Glass half full.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And I would say that I'm in the glass half full side.
As I am too.
And here's why. Last year, if we talk about getting a point away at Arsenal,
right?
We're happy.
Yep.
We're excited. Yep. We're in a good situation.
Yep.
We sit here today, right now, after a tie, and we're disappointed.
Right.
Do you see the switch in the frame of mind and what that has done for our club, what that does for our fan base?
Expectations, right?
Expectations, or even the reality of the game that we witnessed.
Right.
The reality of the game is that we played a better game.
Yes, absolutely, we did.
That we felt, and we know the people that watched the game knew that we should have won that match.
Yep.
Now here's the thing: a year back, we're clawing to try and get a tie.
Right.
Now we're in a situation where we're away to one of the most prominent Premier League clubs with a lead, trying to preserve it, and we don't. But we're disappointed.
Well, last year, didn't we get a 0-0 at Arsenal? Didn't we? It was a boring 0-0.
We got a boring 0-0.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, when Benteke played really well actually in that game, if I remember right. Yeah. So
I am fully on board with what Vieira is doing and the progression that we're seeing from this team.
Right.
I agree with you on the fact that the sub combination wasn't great. I will get to that. But the other positives, like you said, both goals were beautiful.
Beautiful goals. Brilliant goals.
Fantastic goals. We were the better team. We were the A side for the majority of this match. Point blank, period. I was kind of interested in a little bit. I don't want to say worried, but I didn't know what we would get out of Edouard on the wing. Never seen it before.
He was very, 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 very good. Yeah, he was. He's different than Wilf, obviously. I mean, he's different than Wilf because, Wilf is more of a winger. He's a wide player, get wide, he can score goals. But Edouard brings something different. And he was very, and I got to give you credit because you had said that before, how he can play wide. He played wide for Celtic, etc. But no, he played really well. It was different than Wilf, and that's okay.
Yep.
But no, he played really well out. He played really well. Brilliant goal too. Brilliant goal.
And then my last positive, and I believe you talked about this a little bit, and I'll show right here. We got a draw away from home,
right,
against a quality squad without our best player.
Yep.
And not only did we get that draw, it's not a 0-0 draw.
No, we earned that. Yeah, we earned it.
We
Yeah,
scored goals.
really
So
should have
there
got
was some really good positives. Now on to the
right.
negatives. First negative that I saw from this game is what you said about the fact that the not so much. I get the game plan. I get the game move. You know,
Right,
it trying to make a contrast from what we did against Brighton and going more defensive. I get that. The
right.
combination of the substitutions was the issue for me. If you're going to bring in Tompkins, who we know isn't good on the ball, and it shows for the reason why he's not in the lineup right now as a center
Exactly,
back. If you're
exactly.
going to bring him on, then if you're going to swap out your defensive mid, it needs to be a guy who's decent on the ball. And Kuyate was not that move.
It's Will Hughes. It's
I
Will
think
Hughes.
I think Will Hughes is the better
Yeah,
move. So then it leads me to think, does he not trust Will Hughes? Is there
right.
something that he's not seeing from Will Hughes that has him okay with putting him out there?
You know what's interesting
Um,
is that Will Hughes has been here since deadline day, right? Has
yeah,
not played a minute and has not
nope,
played any under 23 minutes at all. He hasn't played.
no,
So, but he's always on the sub bench. He's on the bench
yeah.
every match. So
So,
why did he put him on the bench? And Gyro isn't, by the way. Why you
yep,
put him on the bench, but you haven't given him any minutes at the under 23 player or any minutes at the end of five? You know, something that's weird. And again, that's why I thought he'd come on today. But again,
it's interesting because like the only
yeah,
thing I can really think of at this point, and a lot of it has to do with what you said about Gyro, is he provides the versatility that Patrick wants in the need that he in the event that he needs to put him in there. He
right.
can be the box
He
to
can
box guy.
he
He
can do
can
different
be the
roles. Yep.
defensive midfielder. Maybe he
Yes.
feels like Gyro just isn't that
Right.
DM type of guy, and he wants somebody that has the versatility to
Then
be on
play
the
him.
bench.
Then play him. Then
Then
put him
play
in.
him.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
Give him some
absolutely,
minutes. Give him some minutes.
absolutely.
Right.
But
Give him some minutes.
my other con would be there would once again we just did not look good on dead balls
Oh
again.
my gosh, I had that down too. Yeah. Well,
Um,
we've said that before. The best Deadpool, Eze and Gyro, and
well,
they're nowhere to be seen.
and it goes both ways. I'm
Right.
talking about us taking the dead balls and us defending the dead
Defending them.
balls.
That's true.
We didn't defend the dead balls very good either today.
But you know what? I
And
actually thought we did the first ball. It was the second ball because both goals were set pieces that Pepe put in after the initial ball. So
but if you think about it, some
right.
of it, like what they did on that first goal, it seems like that was supposed to be what they did because they wanted to sky it over and then play it through.
Play it through. Okay, interesting. Okay,
Now
right.
the ball that he actually kicked wasn't that great, and he had to chase it down. But they still were able to do something similar to what they were looking to do with that set piece.
Gotcha.
So I feel like our dead ball management still needs to get a
No,
little
absolutely
bit
has to
better.
get better. Has to get better. Has to.
Other than that, man, I think we played a really solid game. We like if you're listening to the game, the announcers are saying Palace has played a better game.
No.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, on this side, they were fantastic. The announcers were all over the fact how Vieira had, Vieira's system is taking place, how the press is working, how we're taking it to other teams, and how we're taking it to Arsenal today, and how we were on the front foot once that first 50 minutes or so was over, and Aubameyang scored that first goal, how we came back into the match, how we deserved to be gotten a goal before halftime, then we scored right after halftime to get the 1-1. No, the credit to the Conte, because the same people I thought were kind of giving out in the beginning were giving out the old lazy journalism with the whole Vieira is no better than exactly than De Boer. All of a sudden now, when I hear people talk about Vieira, it's all positive, which is a really good thing to hear.
Well, because we're talking about our first 8 games of the season, and I feel like if this is last year, we're talking about at minimum 5 to 6 losses.
Yes.
Out of 8.
Yes.
Where we're talking about 5 ties, and of those 5 ties, we're talking about us being the better team the majority of those games.
Right. I would say maybe not West Ham so much.
Yeah,
better
maybe
than
not
second
West
half.
Ham.
Maybe West Ham, but Leicester after those mistakes, definitely. Brighton for sure. Today for sure. Brentford also. I'm not really sure. Brentford was a 50-50 match. So, but you're right. 3 of those draws could easily have been wins easily without question.
My last con, I wouldn't say it's a con. I think it would have been a con had it happened. MacArthur's play on Saka could very well have been a red card.
Yeah. That was it was bad.
He kicked the
Yeah, right. And the ball wasn't as close as I thought it was in at first. The ball was ball was so ball.
No. So we were
Abs-
very fortunate there. So that could have been a big con for us there. We did have some dicey moments defensively, and I think part of it was just us, for the most part, was us just working hard and trying and giving it. But that one right there, we were very fortunate for.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
I want to bring on our first guest. It's gonna be my man Nick. Looks like he's walking from the match right now. So let's see if we can pull him on here.
Hey, how you doing?
Nick, what's
Hello,
up, man?
Nicholas.
I've literally got 2 minutes before I get to Andrew Choose.
All right.
Gutted. The only thing I want to say is at least this season we are letting Leeds go rather than chasing Leeds because they're not losing games. Gutted last minute. I'm taking 2 before the game. Let's just say the Brighton fans celebrated hard. The Arsenal fans celebrated much harder than the Brighton fans did.
It seemed like it. It seemed like it. You would have thought
we're
that after that goal, you thought they won
we're
that game.
work in progress. We're getting there.
Yeah.
It's just holding on to that lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Question mark over the last sub, as you said, maybe Will Hughes should have come on. But
that's what I said.
But would you two have taken 2 before the game?
Yeah, before Nick. But again, you've got to look at the entirety of the match and how it played out. To me, it's 2 drop points because he made bad substitutions. But I mean,
it's learning, man. Yeah, how many games did it take him at New York before he got it right? It's 10 games. We're not 10 games in yet.
Yeah,
we're still getting there.
Gonna give him 2 more. Then we give Newcastle, then Man City. Then I'm gonna be all over him. How about that?
Yeah, well, Roy could be going to Newcastle. How funny is that?
Why every time you got to mention that man's name? Stop doing that to me. Seriously. This is a Roy free broadcast just once.
Hey, Nick, I've tried my
best. But
look,
I'm going to go and say there's still progress. Yeah?
Yep. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for
we're not losing. How many games unbeaten now? That's the benchmark.
4?
We're much better, playing much better than we did. We're playing much better than we have done for years and years and years. We've got players. We had Will Fout today. Come on. We got Will Fout. We got Eze coming back.
Nick.
We got Newcastle next week. If we don't win against Newcastle, then I will moan.
Yeah, exactly. Must win on Saturday now, for sure.
Yeah,
gotta beat Newcastle.
Yep. Yeah. All right, Nick. Thanks, man. Safe travels, brother.
Nick, safe travels, man.
Yeah, man. I've got to get on the tube.
All right,
Take care. Take care, yeah.
All right, mate.
So, Pat, I know you got some numbers there. I know you got some stats there, man. Just throw me out some stats there.
Yeah. What we got here? Possession, 54% Arsenal, 46% Palace. That's really due to the last 10 minutes. We were actually 50-50 for most of that match. Total shots though. Look at this: Arsenal 17, Crystal Palace 9. The chances created: Arsenal 10, Palace 9.
Well, see, I think a lot of those shots that what you're talking about probably came in that last frame of the game.
A lot of it did. A lot of it came towards the end.
I would have liked to see what the shots numbers look like prior to that first sub, that Kouyaté sub.
Yeah, it's a good point. Accurate passes: Arsenal 472, Crystal Palace 397. That is massive. That's a big difference for us. And pass success rate: Arsenal 87%, Crystal Palace 84%. Duels won. I like this: 54 for Palace and 35 for Arsenal. I got to admit, I thought Gray and Anderson, by the way, played well. I don't think either one of the 2 goals you can blame them. The first goal, by the way. Why is Aubameyang being marked at the back post by MacArthur?
MacArthur, yeah.
That confused me. But again, I thought Gray and Anderson played really well today. No real issues with playing out the back.
No.
Didn't really see a lot of balls from Anderson wide. He did find Tweak a couple of times, which was nice to see. So yeah.
So I mean, the thing that really strikes me about this game, it's getting to a point now, with how it's been, I was on pins and needles, man.
Right.
Watching that, I'm just like, oh my God, man, can we just please,
It was stressful.
And I feel like in whether looking on Twitter or perusing here through the chat a little bit, there's various points that are kind of being pointed out for why we ended up in the situation we were in.
Okay.
I've heard Connor going down, meaning that added time to the added time.
Right.
I've heard the fact that Mike Dean gave them that corner kick when we didn't get the corner kick at the end of the first half. He called time at the end of the first half and didn't give us that, but then gave them that.
Right.
I've also heard now Kouyaté deciding to put that header out to give them the corner when he didn't even have any pressure on him.
Right.
So I've heard multiple scenarios that have so-called led to our, I don't want to say demise because we didn't lose, but our disappointment in this game. Do you feel like of those situations that you just heard, of those scenarios that you just heard, do you feel like any of those weigh heavier to you on us giving up the lead, or is there anything else that you think was probably a little bit more, or is it just those subs in general that you feel like?
I mean, I actually didn't really notice Mike Dean as much. I don't really like him I don't like any English referees, but I didn't really notice Mike Dean that much today, honestly. So I thought he did.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, because you're right, he could have easily sent off Maka. Even those couple of half penalty appeals, from Benteke, I didn't think they were either way. And then when Pepe basically took a dive in the box, he just waved him off. So I thought actually Mike Dean did a good job today. So I wouldn't say that was it. I mean. Now you mentioned, but that when Connor got hit in the back of his head, or was that a different foul? I remember he got hit in the head.
That was when Connor drew the foul, but he went down on his stomach, and then dude hit him in the back of his head.
Right. Okay. I mean,
I thought it was pretty legit. I mean, that dude, he did take a whack.
I thought so too. I mean, I looked at the clock and I thought, geez, he's giving him a chance. But again, the thing with the final goal is, like I said, it's the lack of ability to clear that second ball. We did the same thing for the first goal. We have to be able to. I mean, you play football long enough, you know that people talk about second balls, and once that first ball was cleared by that weird combination of Ward and Tompkins, we have to figure out. And someone says in chat, we've got to learn from the lessons from these two matches. You know, we did a great job to come back against Leicester, but the Brighton and this match, they hurt because we had a chance to win matches. So I'm not going to consider them losses, or in Brighton's case, a win, which was a draw, or if the Arsenal fans win, which is a draw. But we've got to learn. And I'm telling you right now, I feel that this next match is massive because if we don't beat Newcastle, you know who we play next? Man City away. Yeah, and then the pressure. Then you're talking about having 8. Let's say God forbid. I don't want to say we lose again. Right. So we have 9 points. Then we lose to Man City away. Now you're talking about then the pressure's on because then we have. But then after that we've got matches. But again, are they winnable? Because then you've got Wolves home, Burnley away, Villa home, Leeds away, and then a rubbish team called Man United away, which is definitely a winnable game now because they're useless. Right. But I think Solskjaer might be gone by then. But so again, but someone says no Wolf, no Eze, no problem. So by then Wolf and Eze will be back at some point. Some of those matches I guarantee they're back at some point. So. I want us to learn, but I also want us to win some matches. I absolutely love the way we're playing. This is not a moan. If you know me from last year, that was moaning with Hodgson. I'm not mad at all. I'm disappointed in the fact we dropped a potential 2 points. And I think the impetus of having those 2 points takes pressure off of playing Newcastle Saturday. So if you get a point in Newcastle, it wouldn't be great, but you're saying, okay, you know what I mean? But now we've got to win that match now. I mean, we really have to, not for relegation or anything like that, but just the fact that now we've got to start getting some wins going because get that, the winning feeling. But
it's definitely taking the next step.
Yeah, exactly. The manager's learning. I mean, did a great job at halftime versus Leicester to get the 2-2. He did a good job today. I mean, do you think we're going to start Edouard, Ayew, and Benteke up front? I never would have guessed that. Never would have guessed that today. I knew Wolf was going to be out, but I'd heard Wolf was going to be out. So I knew Wolf was going to be out. So I knew Ayew was going to start. I think it would be Ayew and Olise. Or I thought he might even start Schlupp. I never would have guessed he put Edouard out wide. So credit to him for that.
If we would have started Schlupp and Ayew, I would have really been scared.
I hear you, but
just because we have
it's something that he's done before, though.
Yeah, right. That much of a lack of goal scoring.
Right, gotcha.
I mean? Okay, so I got a few topics I want to bring up, and I want to get your expert opinion on this, or as we will call this, P's expert opinion. Okay,
here we go.
First subject, and this is mostly off of DMs that I'm getting here in Twitter. For
Okay.
those of you that watch, I love interacting with people on Twitter, especially in DMs or mentions, whatever you want to say, man. Follow me at TTimeSTL. I love interacting. But usually after games, I tend to get a lot of people like DMing me stuff. So this one I got from a person. I'm gonna leave things anonymous just because I don't want to point people out, being that these are personal messages to me. One person said a goalkeeper in January. I love Vicente, but not sure he's at it anymore. How do you feel about that?
Prior to today, I wouldn't have been against that thought at all. But I have to give him credit today because I thought he played very well today. He made a big save on the Pepe save before the goal. I thought it was a really good save. So he played well today. I thought he was better with his feet today. And we played the ball back to him a lot today. He had a lot of touches today. But I wouldn't be against. I don't know who you're going to get in January. I wouldn't be against it, honestly. I wouldn't be against it. And I love Vicente, but he hasn't had a clean sheet in a while. And though he's not playing terribly, I'm still a little peeved at the Brighton, 1-1.
Yeah, I think that was the one that kind of really was the straw
right?
for you in a lot of ways. Okay,
So
gotcha. Okay,
wouldn't be against it.
Okay. If this from another person that interacted with me, continue this, and we go down. This team is weak. Watch Newcastle do us on Saturday.
Yeah, see, that's just the same old Palace attitude that people have. No. If Newcastle do us on Saturday, it won't be because we're going down. It will be because Steve Bruce's last chance saloon is Saturday. They have new owners. Blah 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 blah. It won't be because same old Palace. No, I'm not into that. No, I don't think that we're going to go down based on losing to Newcastle if we do on Saturday. It will be a gut punch. It won't be great, but I'm not gonna go, oh my God, sky's falling if we lose to Newcastle on. I'm not having that one. Sorry, no.
Okay.
No. Interesting, no.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's really that super polarizing take that, like I said, it's either glass half empty or glass half full.
Exactly.
I mean? Okay. So there's a tremendous amount of gray area between we're winning the league and this team is fucking shit. That's
very funny.
Let's enjoy the gray area, accept the bumps and bruises, and appreciate the growth that we're seeing with such immediacy on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I like to know one Palace fan that thinks we're going to win the league because I've never met that person. I've never met that person 20 years ago. I've met that person today. I won't meet him tomorrow. But that we're absolutely crap is nonsense too, because there are a lot of bad teams in this league, and we're not one of them. So yeah, it's a funny take though. I like that. That's very funny. Yeah, it's
gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah. So those are some nice takes. I thought we would chat up here. So one thing I do want to do, and I talked about a little bit, is fact or whack. Okay.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
So I've got some takes from some people, and I want you to give your opinion on those and why they are fact or why they are whack. Okay. Conor Gallagher will lead us in goals this season. Fact or whack?
Whack. Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because we have Edouard, Zaha, and Benteke. Those are the three reasons why I would say that. And normally I would say, but no, with those three. I don't know if you remember when we signed Edouard. You were on the transfer deadline show, and I made that crazy comment about 15 goals for Eze, 15 goals for Benteke, and 15 goals for Will. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with that.
I'm not
serious.
mad at you, brother.
Yeah, so I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with that.
Okay. Michael Olise leads us in assists. Fact or whack?
If he plays, fact. If he plays, absolute fact. Have you seen this boy play last two matches? He had a goal and he had almost an assist against Leicester because he had a cross and then he came back, whatever. And then today,
he gets the pass that leads to the pass.
And today, that's definitely an assist today. He laid the ball off. He laid the ball off to Edwards. So that's an assist today. So absolutely, I told you what I like about him. He has extremely good vision for a young player. I don't know if you. I mean, I played for a long time, but one thing I love about players who see the part before they get the ball, they know what they're going to do with it. Or at least he doesn't always know what he's going to do with the ball before he gets it, and the pass is always in the back of his mind. So yeah, if he plays, he'll lead us to assist this year, guarantee. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Where was this one? Okay, let me find this one. Okay. Vicente Guaita finishes the season as our number one goalkeeper. Fact or whack?
You know what?
This is a dicey one. Come on, Pete.
Whack. I think Butland finishes the season as I don't know. I have a funny either by injury or form. I think Butland will be our keeper by the end of the season. I don't know what it is. There's something about Guaita this year I'm not feeling this year yet. I'm not feeling the lack of clean sheets. But again, today I thought he played well. So, but I think I think the end of the season it'll be Butland's job to lose.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Michael Olise starts against Newcastle. Fact or whack?
Wilf being back. Olise had another assist today, Edward.
You played a decent game.
It's whack. And Edward, he's not. Yeah, he's still too far down the totem pole. With Ayu having a decent game today, Edward playing well, and Wilf. Yeah, unfortunately, he's too far down the pole. Which is why I want him to start today really badly because the game that momentum. But he played well today. I mean, he wasn't on the ball a lot, but even when we had that's the funny thing. Being talking about him. The couple times we had outlets when we had that pressure, it was Olise on the right side who he gave us that little outlet. We had no outlet because Gallagher's on the left side, and Gallagher's not a winger by trade. So, but yeah, he's not starting as Newcastle. I wish, but no, that's whack, unfortunately.
Okay, gotcha. Two more. Okay.
Go ahead.
Eberechi Eze returns before November starts. Fact or whack?
Whacked. Think he'll be back. He'll be back after the next international break, so sometime in November. That's my fact. And I've seen there was an article, I guess Daily Mail or the Sun has some article. He'll be back for Newcastle. That's definitely not going to happen. I mean, the boy just started playing. You can't throw a boy, guy with ill Achilles into first team football. But I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back in a month. So I would say middle November. So not before. Nah.
I could see that one too. I think the only way we could ever see him come back against Newcastle was if we saw him on the bench today. Somehow.
And why would you though? Why are you rushing him?
I don't think.
Why are you rushing him?
I don't think there's any need because we're playing good football.
Right, exactly. And we'll play better with him. But I love him, but no, he's not ready yet.
Exactly. So I want to comment. I want you to comment on this one here real quick before I get to the last one. How does Eze fit in this team, in your opinion?
It's going to be sacrilege. No, maybe not be. So either he's in the three with Gallagher and Maka, or so Luka doesn't play and Maka takes up Luka's job, which I don't know if he can do that. Or it's going to be Luka holding with Gallagher and Eze. That's what I would do. So that's why he fits in. He's behind the three. Yeah, he's not going to be out wide for Olise or Ayu or Wilf. To me, it's Olise, Zaha, and either. Listen, I'll tell you right now, Benteke or Edward. See, I love them both now. Right now, they're both scoring goals. So to me, it doesn't matter. Edward probably would start, but again, if he starts, Benteke, no problem. But I would have Eze playing as I don't want to say a 10, but you know what I mean, kind of behind those three.
Yeah,
that's
I think
chaos happening. That's chaos.
I think what I would imagine we would see is pretty much what you just said there. I think you bring Eze in to be a false 8 because you want him to really, really be that blend of 8/10.
So dual 8s then, him and Gallagher, dual 8s, right?
Dual 8s. Right. So I think Eze is more your advanced. I want to call him an attacking midfielder.
I got you.
Advanced midfielder,
right?
And Connor will be your true box to box guy. I think that then pushes MacArthur to a more of a rotational spot for us because bringing him off the bench into our midfield won't result in what you felt today.
Exactly. Right. I hate that I have him starting, but I'm with you. I think if you're gonna play Luka, let's say you have to, he's a club captain or whatever. Maka and Gallagher, because Gallagher's learning so much from Maka. Maybe it's time now that Maka, is sitting and Gallagher take on more of Maka's role. And then you have, again, a much creative, more player in Eze versus Maka, and you have Luka. But again, if it's not Luka, it's Kouyaté, it's Hughes. I don't care who it is. But it's definitely Gallagher, Eze, and give me anybody else in a third spot. I don't really care. I'm not too bothered.
This one right here.
How great is it that I'm disappointed we didn't beat Arsenal away? Listen, it's fantastic. Like Nick just said, Nick, if you gave me before the match a 2-2, I'm running and saying this is a great fact. I probably predicted 2-2 at some point. Man, 3-1, but It's the
Oracle.
nature. It's the nature of how it worked. No,
Yeah.
actually, I had Eze, I had Edward, Benteke, and Ayus going today. So I had 3-something to play, maybe 3-3 game, whatever it was. But the point is, of course, but when you when you're 30 seconds away from getting a win away at the Emirates to a top 10 club allegedly, and you don't get it, it hurts. But of course, man, yeah, I totally get that attitude of what you shouldn't be disappointed. But like I said, it's all same with Brighton game. You give me give me a Brighton draw. Normally, I would say yeah, but not in the manner that it happened at all. So
all right. So last factor whack. Palace finishes 8 through 10 this season. Factor whack.
Fact.
My man.
That's my goal. 8th to 10th. That's my goal. Listen, all right. I'm gonna look at the table really quickly, okay? Right now, the table: Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Brighton is 4th, Tottenham, United, West Ham, Everton, Brentford, Wolves. You telling me we cannot finish above or near Brighton, West Ham, Tottenham, Everton, Brentford, or Wolves? That's 6 sides that we. Come on, definitely 8 to 10. Absolutely, no, definitely. Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, forget it, they're gone. All right, let's say you put United back there, top 4, but from 4 down, anybody can finish from 5 down. So yeah, 8 to 10, absolutely, we can finish there. But we got to start turning these draws into wins. Absolutely. That's the difference going to be.
We have to maintain an upward trajectory from this point.
Exactly.
Okay. So for anybody that's interested, we will be doing Factor Whack every single match reaction show. So send those to me, DM them to me at Time STL, or mention me on Twitter with them with your statements. Put it in a statement form. Such and such is going to do this. Such and such is going to do that. Let us know, and you'll get the expert opinion of my man Patrick every single show. Okay, so. Before we close out, I just want to get your predictions for let's go man in the match, and then we'll go predictions for Newcastle.
Man in the match was Alton Edward for me. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he played really well again. I was very surprised his ability to play in that position out wide, but the goal was so well taken, and he created other opportunities and could have scored at least another goal.
And he had Ben White shitting himself.
And he had him, as they say, had him on toast, as they say. Yeah, I would say for me, Edward today, had we won the match, I might have given it to Anderson or Guehi, the fact that they played so well.
They said you speak so much more American when you with me.
I've been here longer than I was born in England. I was born in Thornton Heath, South London, but yeah, when I'm with someone, when I'm on the other show, I speak because it's a hearing thing. Whatever I hear, that's how I talk. So
yeah, man,
and it goes back and forth. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, y'all should hear Patrick on the golf course, man. He sounds like from all around New York.
Exactly. Yeah, I would say definitely Edward or Benteke. I'll give it to Edward though today.
Okay,
sure.
Gotcha. And then what's your prediction for Newcastle? What Saturday?
Lineup or just score?
Both. Any lineup changes? And then
I think the only change he would make would be Zaha for IU and then switch Edward to the other side. I'm gonna guess that. I don't know for sure.
So you will go ahead and keep Edward out there on the wing.
Oh yeah, at this point, based on what I saw today with Benteke at home, definitely. And then score prediction. They looked so bad yesterday. They can't be that bad again. So I'm going to go 2-0 Palace.
2-0 Palace? Okay.
Yeah, 2-0 Palace.
And then
need a clean sheet. We need a clean sheet.
Here's my only comment to making that move. That scares me for Elise. Because now when you shift Ayu out of the lineup based on the pecking order that we're seeing, now Elise's third choice.
Yeah. Doesn't deserve to be. Again, he played really well today. He had an assist. I just think that that he's just very, very he being Vieira, he's just being very cautious with him because he's young and he championship player last year, etc. But the same way that Hodgson's always, but at least unlike Hodgson, he's bringing them on. Like Hodgson wouldn't bring on young players. He's bringing them on at least. You know what I mean? So and whenever he does, the kids always showed up, which is great. But Yeah, I'm with you. I'm worried, but I would have thought today would been with Wilf being out and how you played last match. I'm surprised he didn't start Olise today, and
Mm-hmm.
he didn't again. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
maybe at home he starts him. Listen,
Maybe.
fingers crossed. I'd love to see the kid start. He deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
My man of the match. I'm going. You know what? I'm going to say it first time this time. Tyreek Mitchell.
Yeah, played
Saying it
well.
first time. I'm not going to say, "Oh, dark horse." You could have given it to him. I'm giving it to him. I'm
Yeah,
giving it to him. That young man worked. He deserves it. He's out there putting out the product, putting out the work. I'm gonna go with Tyreek Mitchell. Changes for next game. In the event that Wilf is healthy, I'll bring Wilf in. I'll take Benteke out. I'll let Edouard take the lead the line.
interesting.
Only because in this situation, I like having the option of bringing. I want to bring Benteke off the bench in a situation where we need it, as compared to being in a situation where we need to bring Ayu off the bench. If I had to have a choice, I'd rather be bringing Benteke in rather than Ayu, because I think he'll give us more when we make that substitution if we put it in. And now that I know we have Edouard, we can bring Benteke in for Ayu and shift Edouard outside if we want to,
Right.
or just go ahead and just bring in Olise straight in. So we have those options. So
I like what you're saying. The only thing is, I thought the last two matches when Edouard started up front, he wasn't as. I mean, he had that great shot against Leicester, the crossbar, but he was so much more involved today playing out wide than he's been up front, which is why I'd rather have him out wide. It seems like he brings a little bit extra.
I
He's a little bit like a
I think part of it is he has to work to get on the ball and play with the ball at his feet, kind of how he did in the second half of what game was that? Where he just really took it on himself and started taking the ball on. That wasn't Brighton, was it?
Might have been Brighton. It wasn't Leicester, so it had to be Brighton.
Leicester. I think it was Brighton.
Had to be Brighton, yeah.
Started getting himself on the ball rather than just being a hold-up guy.
Right.
He has to be that versatile 9 where he's dropping in, receiving the ball, he's playing in behind, he's taking the ball out wide. I think he has to be okay with expanding his game more while just being at the top and being at center forward. So,
but you know what I noticed today, though, just going back to the game real quick, is that if I thought that Conor Gallagher wasn't as involved, you know how much he gets involved going forward with Benteke? He didn't. He either was told not to or didn't have to, because Edouard and Benteke linked up so well, and Ayu. Whereas before, you'd always see Gallagher ahead of Benteke to create another option, like he did against West Ham, for instance, in other matches. But today, it seemed like he was much more just playing more midfield, getting about there as opposed to getting forward. So that was interesting. Again, that's a tactical change. I got to give credit to Vieira for. It's different. It's a tweak.
Yeah, I think there's something he saw there, or maybe something he saw out of Arsenal's center backs that maybe other teams weren't exhibiting.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if it was a sense of, hey, when Benteke drops in and holds up, Arsenal center backs aren't going to chase him out to where Connor, you can't get in behind like you have against other teams. So just play your role, hold your position, and we'll get the play from our wingers in that involvement. I don't know. It could have been something like that. But who knows?
Right.
But and I think scoring line, I think we'll go 3-1 at home.
I just like a clean sheet. I like 3-1. I just like 2-0 better, but 3-1 works. It's a win.
I don't know. If 3-1 could be what you talked about with the whole Guaita thing. He's just not keeping it the same way. So.
Exactly. Gotta keep a clean sheet.
Well, all right, man. Well, another edition down of the Match Reaction Show. We want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I see our numbers got up close to 100 live today.
Wow. Thanks for that, everybody. Appreciate that.
And the numbers on YouTube as far as the viewings, man, we've been seeing close to 800 within the first day. So shout out to everybody that takes the time to view, whether live or pre-recorded via YouTube. We really appreciate you all. Shout out to today's sponsor with
Manscaped.
The Manscaped, the 4.0. I need that, the lawnmower. Shout out to them for that. We're back on the pitch on Saturday against Newcastle, and see what we can do out there. And we're gonna make that move forward, fellas. 3 points against the Geordies. I like it, George. I like it, Richard. There he is.
Need that. Need that.
All
Oh,
right.
that super chat. Look at that. That's the
What
first
is
one I've
that?
ever seen.
Yeah, what's that? Did we just get donated?
We just got donated. Look at that.
Wait a minute. Shout out to Connor Crab,
Yeah,
man.
put that one up. Read that one out.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
let me
Wow, look at
scroll
that.
to it real
Appreciate
quick.
that.
Yes, shout out to Connor Crab, who just made it a 449-pound donation. At least they should be starting. IU should be coming off to finish the game. Has the energy to kill it off. Wrong way around. Hey, I get it.
Hey, text Sierra, call him. DM him. Let's go. I'm with that. I got no problem with that. Let's go.
Hey, so shout out to Connor for that donation.
Thank you, Connor.
Man. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. But hey, as always, up the Palace. Come on, you Palace. We'll check you guys out on Saturday. All right. Peace out.
Take care, guys. Thank you. He's gone. He left me.